Hello everyone, and how things have changed. What a crazy week. Remember those moments when people was scared to buy crypto using their bank accounts because they were scared of their bank accounts block their accounts? Well, things have changed. Let's take a look of this.
Banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers as long as they understand and can manage the risks, and it's safe and sound, as a good number of our banks.
Whoa, this is crazy. Now, Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, is literally saying that banks can serve crypto clients as long as they can manage the risk. So, those moments when people were scared to use their bank accounts for buying crypto are completely over. The things have been changing, and that's what we are going to talk today. Okay, so welcome everyone. Let's get started. And yeah, as you can see, the things have completely changed. Now, Jerome Powell is telling that bank accounts can have crypto clients, which is something completely new, like a new product in the market. But this is not the only thing. As you can see here, also during the week, we start the week with something really that damaged really bad the market. Okay, as you can see here, let me share my screen. As you can see here, DeepSeek. Okay, probably you have heard about DeepSeek during this week. It's a AI company, a China AI company that actually says, well, I can give you everything that ChatGPT OpenAI, which is the company behind ChatGPT, or Meta does, but as cheaper as a fraction of the cost. Okay, as a consequence, Donald Trump, new president of the United States, is telling AI should be this DeepSeek communication should be a wake-up call for all the American companies. What does this mean? That Donald Trump is actually, well, not just Donald Trump, all the American company are getting afraid of this new thing. And as a consequence, okay, let's check this, okay, all the traditional assets related to AI technologies or related to technologies, okay, fall down for this main reason, because they are scared. A new huge competitor just came into the market, which is telling I can do the same thing that you are doing, but as a fraction of the cost. As a consequence, I already told you, Donald Trump says this DeepSeek thing should be a wake-up call for all American tech companies. Okay, so what does this mean? Okay, this means that right now the things are really messed. Okay, we can say that is actually starting a war within the tech companies, and the things are really messed. Okay, but this is not a bad news for the crypto market, or actually for all the market. In my opinion, this is a really good news, because at the background, Donald Trump saying this should be a wake-up call. It's telling that the tech companies in the United States needs to be more powerful, needs to have more incentives to keep growing. So, in my opinion, this means that a lot of money will start flowing to the tech companies through incentives and those things. And as a consequence, this money is going to start flowing through the market in general and going through the crypto market. Okay, so in my opinion, this is something really good. It's like a technological war starting between China and United States. Okay, so these technological wars always have good consequences for the market. Okay, because the money gonna start flowing to the companies, and as a consequence, the money gonna start flowing into the crypto market. So this is something really good and bullish for the crypto market. Okay, also we need to check that during these days, actually, during these days where this news about dipsec go around, okay, the market actually also felt. As you can see here, this is a huge retracement, but it gets recovered. But in that moment, it was a huge retracement. Okay, so this is something we need to be aware as well, that if the market and if the bad news start flowing, the market is gonna suffer. Okay, but as we already know, this in the long-term period, this is not the bad news. This is something really, really good. Okay, so right now, as we are seeing here, and as we can detect, the market sentiment is really, really messy. Okay, the market sentiment is extremely, extremely sensitive. Okay, if there are going to be good news, the market is gonna pump. If there are gonna be bad news, the market is gonna dump. As Jerome Powell told yesterday that the banks can work with crypto, well, the market start recovering and start pumping again. Bitcoin back to $105, and the market is looking like this. Everything in green. So basically, this, as you can see, means that the market sentiment is really sensitive. If there are good news, the market is gonna start pumping. If there are gonna be bad news, the market is gonna start dumping. This for the short-term period, okay? But this is something really, really important, that if we talk and if we think about the mid or long-term period, the news behind everything that is happening is still really, really bullish. As you can see, Jerome Powell is telling banks can work with crypto. Donald Trump is talking about new regulations. They're actually working on new regulations. Gary Gensler is already out of the SEC. Donald Trump is buying crypto. And with World Liberty Finance, as you can see here, they are still buying crypto every single moment. Even now, they are buying crypto. Remember, World Liberty Finance here is a company related to the Trump's finance, to the Donald Trump family. And as you can see here in this chart, when Donald Trump get elected, or well, started his new period as United States president, they start buying and buying and buying and buying more and more and more crypto. Actually, they have been buying right now, as you can see here, in 1 minute, 6 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago, they're still buying. They're buying a lot of different cryptos, as you can see here. And actually, they have been buying a lot of Ethereum. Okay, so we're going to talk about this later as well. But what I want to tell you is that all the market sentiment, even that the market is really sensitive right now, all the market sentiment is really bullish in the mid and long-term period. Why? Because institutionals are getting inside the market, the regulations are coming, the banks can now work with crypto. Everyone is bullish about crypto regarding the big influences such as Donald Trump, Elon Musk, even the Fed, as you can see with Jerome Powell with Jerome Powell is talking about crypto. Everyone is talking about crypto. So this means that in the mid long-term period, the market is still really bullish. Okay, so this is something really, really important. We need to be aware, because if the tech war begins between China and the United States, probably the market is going to start suffering a little bit at the beginning, but in the long or mid-term period, this is going to be something super, super bullish, because a lot of money is going to start flowing into the market, and as a consequence, it's going to start flowing directly to the crypto market. So this is something super, super bullish. Okay, also, as you can see here, where another day at the office for Michael Saylor, they are still buying more and more and more Bitcoin. This time, $1.1 billion for 10,000 of Bitcoin. They have been buying a lot of Bitcoin right now. They hold more than $30 billion. Okay, which is something crazy. And as you can see, they keep buying and buying and buying. So if the institutions are buying, if Donald Trump is buying, BlackRock still buying, the ETFs keep growing and growing and growing. Right now, they're asking for different ETFs in different altcoins as well, such as Litecoin, Solana. So yeah, the market keeps bullish. Okay. So this is for the fundamental side. We need to keep in mind that probably the market is going to start correcting, or probably not, in the short-term period. But if we talk about the long-term period, we are like in the perfect moment. Like we are like in the perfect storm, because everything have been forming to just pump. Okay, I don't want to give like any advice. Remember, this is not like a financial advice, but I'm just telling what I'm looking into the market and what I am interpreting of all the news I'm watching. Okay, so right now this is what is happening in the market, which is something in my opinion super bullish, but we need to be aware that the market is really sensitive right now, so probably we're gonna see so different corrections. Okay, right now let's go directly to the charts, because remember, we are traders. Okay, so we need to adapt from every moment. If the market is gonna start pumping, of course it's more than welcome, but if the market start correcting, okay, we need to adapt our strategies and start shorting the different altcoins. Okay, so let's go directly to the chart. As you can see here, Bitcoin has been recovering from this side. I still saying that the $100,000 is the key point for Bitcoin. I have been saying this before in the last live streams as well. So I recommend you to check, because we analyze everything here. Okay, remember that if we draw a Fibonacci line here, okay, Bitcoin is actually still bouncing. Okay, it should be here. Bitcoin is still bouncing here, which is the 0.3 zone, which is something really bullish, because it talks really well about the momentum. And if we draw a Fibonacci here, from this down to the new all-time high, actually, it's actually still rejecting this zone. Okay, the 0.38 zone, because it's still strong, this zone. So it talks really well about the momentum. Of course, in a certain moment, it rejects until 0.5, but it gets rejected really fast. So it's talked really well about the momentum, in my opinion. Okay, so in my personal opinion, the key zone, it should be the $100,000. Okay, if Bitcoin is still above the $100,000, in my opinion, this is something super bullish for the midterm period. Okay, actually, I'm seeing a lot of strength here, so we are gonna start looking for this movement and just to go to the $120,000, which in my opinion, this is the second psychological stage for Bitcoin. Okay, so if I'm looking for longs, I'll go like a take profit at $120,000. Okay, why? Because this is like a psychological resistance for Bitcoin. Okay, that for this side. Okay, also it's really important to know that if Bitcoin keep maintaining this point for a long of time, probably it still gets rejected, because it means like all the bullish momentum is getting lost and it will fail, just because the momentum and the bullish are not able to push. Well, gonna start rejecting. Okay, so we need to be aware of this, especially in the short-term period. Okay, as you can see here as well, Bitcoin start dumping during the news of DeepSeek. Okay, this was during the news of DeepSeek, but actually start recovering, and during the news of Powell talking about banks and crypto, it gets recovered and completely recovered actually. And right now it looks more bullish. As you can see here, it looks like it's surpassing this point, which is like the key point. Okay, so if Bitcoin recovers and surpass this point, in my opinion, this means that it could be a bullish movement in the short-term period. Okay, so we need to be aware of that point as well. Why? Because this was the point when DeepSeek news, when everything gets dumping. Okay, so something really important as well that we need to notice is that if we go to 4 hours, for example, is that, as you can see here, the movement in Bitcoin is really fast. Okay, the pump is really fast, and right now it has been correcting really slow. So what we should expect a really fast momentum to start increasing. Okay, why? Because as you remember, the movement that we are looking for, or the natural movement of the market, is a fast pump, and after that a short a small and short recovery like this, and after that a new pump. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. Okay, remember that if the market get rejected, the less, I mean, if the retracement is short, such as this one, as it is right now, that is retracing in 0.3 Fibonacci, okay, as this movement, the momentum means that it's more powerful, okay, so we can expect even more up, okay, so we need to be aware of this because right now we are having this exactly same movement, a really fast pump, really low, small and low dump, and after that we should be aware, or we should expect a new pump, okay, really fast pump. So yeah, let's be aware of this movement. This regarding for Bitcoin. As you can see here, Bitcoin is actually respecting really well this trend line, so we need to be aware. For me, it's looking like a retest here. Actually entered here in a new long position, as you can see here. Okay, right now I have $180. Okay, if I go to my take profit, which is $120,000, I'll surpass the stage 1 of the trading challenge in Bitfunded for a 100,000 USDT funded account. So this will be something really good. This is what we are gonna expect. Also, I entered in an Ethereum trade. Okay, we're gonna talk about Ethereum later, but as you can see here, I just entered here, which means that it's still rejecting the $100,000. Okay, because I saw that it was still rejecting the $100,000 really well. And as I tell you before, in my opinion, the $100,000 is the key point because it's the psychological point. So even if Bitcoin maintains above the $100,000, it means something really bullish. I'm expecting a breakout of a trend line that goes something like this. Okay, we can draw something like this. And if Bitcoin breaks this trend line, okay, it will be pumping until $100,000 in my opinion. Of course, we're gonna see not a straight movement. We're gonna see some back and forward, but I'm gonna expect the $100,000 as my take profit for, because it's a psychological point. Okay, that from that side. As you can see here, I'm earning $180 for the moment, but if I get $120,000, I'm gonna hit the take profit. I'm gonna surpass the stage 1 of the trading challenge for the 100,000 USD funded account. Okay, in Bitfunded. So something really good. Imagine having a funded account during a bull market. That's what I'm looking for, because it's gonna give me more and more opportunities. Imagine start trading with $100,000 during a bull market. That's why I'm trading directly on Bitfunded, to surpass this trading challenge and to get a funded account of 200,000 USDTs. Okay, also if we go directly to Ethereum, okay, as you can see here, let me put it in the day time frame. As you can see here, this is what we have been talking during the last streaming as well. Right now Ethereum is forming this structure. Let me delete this for a moment. Right now Ethereum is forming this super bullish structure, and is basically the same movement, a really fast pump, and right now it's correcting really slow. So I'm gonna expect a breakout in this area, and actually super pump until 4,000 USDTs. Okay, so as you can see here, the movement that I explained before with Bitcoin is basically the same, a really fast pump and a slow dump. So I'm gonna expect a new pump really fast. Okay, so yeah, basically this is for Ethereum. That's why, as you can see here, I also entered in Ethereum. Okay, right now I'm in some losses, in $250 loss, because I anticipate, I think, a lot, and I entered in this area because I was expecting a breakout through this area. But it's okay, I'm holding this trade because I still think we're gonna go directly to the $4,000 to this area. Okay, so this is something good as well, because the area is still supporting. As you can see here, this is an extremely bullish structure, a flag in this case if we talk about names, and I'm gonna expect this movement. Okay, so this is what we got for Ethereum. That's why I'm also opening this trade for Ethereum. And yeah, I think this Ethereum is something really, really bullish for the mid-term period. Actually, remember that Ethereum during February is gonna launch new futures, new things. They're gonna start working a lot. So I think Ethereum for the midterm period is gonna be a absolutely bullish momentum. Okay. Also, one thing I want to talk about, it was about Ripple. As you can see here, it's something massive what we saw. Okay, we saw an extremely correction here. As you can see here, it was dumping thanks to the thing of DeepSeek, but after that it got completely recovered. In my opinion, just this movement is something really massive. This movement is something really bullish because it's meaning that the bears are losing all their power and the bulls are actually there. They're actually buying every time Ripple falls down. So my opinion, in the midterm period, this is something really bullish. I'm gonna start looking for new trades on Ripple as well if when Ripple breaks this trend line. Okay, so when Ripple breaks this trend line, I'm gonna start looking for a new retest here. I'm gonna be aware of this zone, and after that, I'm gonna start looking for the $8. Okay, in my opinion, this should be the next area. This should be the next area. Okay, so this is something really bullish as well for for Ripple. If Ripple managed to break this trend line, which I think it could be in the short-term period, okay, I'm gonna be entering a new trade, something like this. Imagine it does this moment. Okay, imagine something like this. And if we talk about risk reward ratio, it's something really massive. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a breakout here, a confirmation in this zone, and after that I'm gonna wait for this. Okay, so we're gonna start opening a new trade here if Ripple actually make this movement as well. So it's gonna be something massive. In my opinion, also Solana is something that we can talk a lot because as you can see here, Solana is actually doing the movement in advance of the movement that we have been talking. A massive and really fast pump, a small dump, really slow, blah, 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 and a massive, again, really fast pump, okay? So as you can see here, this is the thing we are expecting for Bitcoin and for Ethereum, and Solana is like doing in advance, okay? So right now I'm gonna expect a new figure form here, something like something like here, something like that. So, okay, everything is still something new, but something like this I'm gonna expect on Solana. The most important thing is that it comes a fast and super strong pump. I'm gonna expect some range here, okay? After that, a new pump, okay? But in Solana, I'm gonna wait just a little bit because remember we entered a trade with Solana during the last week, as you can see here. Okay, I think we have a trade with Solana here. Yeah, I have a trade with Solana here that was about this movement, okay? We entered when Solana breaks this trend line during the last week. Hopefully you remember. And we got all this movement, okay? So that's why in Solana, I'm gonna start waiting a little bit. Okay, basically this is everything for the Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. But I also want to mention something really, really important and really, really massive, which is about the total three. Remember the total three? It means the market capitalization excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so basically the market cap of all the altcoins. Okay, in my opinion, as you can see here, we want a huge pump, okay? A huge pump, because if this pumps, all the altcoins is gonna start pumping. Remember, this is the market cap related to all altcoins, okay? So I'm gonna start waiting. As you can see here, it breaks a massive chart pattern here. All of this flag, it breaks completely, and right now it's getting a key compressed, okay? So as you can see here, I'll wait for a massive breakout here as well. I'm gonna wait for this breakout, and after that I can set that it will be the moment for the altcoin. So this is something we need to be really, really, really aware, because it should be something massive, okay? And yeah, when this breaks, okay, I'm gonna start looking for different altcoins to start entering in new trades, because I think it should be something massive. And yeah, basically this is all for altcoins and for Bitcoin. And yeah, basically for altcoins, we should also take a look on the Bitcoin dominance. As you can see here, Bitcoin is earning a lot of dominance, but we should expect that it decrease. As I always tell, I think it's here somewhere, if Bitcoin start pumping and the dominance start going down, all altcoins is gonna start pumping really, really, really hard. So I think if everything could match, I'm gonna expect a movement such as this. And if everything, and in this point, I'm gonna start looking for new entries in altcoins. Okay, so we need to be aware of the market dominance regarding Bitcoin and the total 3 regarding all altcoins, because in this moment is when the money is gonna start flowing from Bitcoin to different altcoins. Remember that we want the money to start flowing from Bitcoin to different altcoins. This should be something massive, okay? And yeah, so, lastly, let me show you my trades that I'm having right now in Bitfunded. Okay, remember that we are trying to surpass a trading challenge. Okay, right now we have these 2 trades active. We already have a trade in Solana when we get profits. Right now I'm losing $31. Okay, but as I told you, I'm looking for the long mid-term period. Okay, so if Bitcoin or Ethereum gets into this point, I'm gonna surpass the trading challenge. I'm gonna earn the 100,000 USDT funded account to start earning the 80% of my profits. So in my opinion, could be something massive, because remember, if we have a funded account and we mix this with a bull run, this should be something massive, something really good for us. Because imagine having the opportunity to trade 100,000 USDTs when everything started pumping. This should be something good. And here in Bitfunded, we also have different trading pairs, which are the new trading pairs, the trending trading pairs. So you can trade a lot of good new things here, such as Trump, such as Melania. You can trade a lot of things, and we are still adding more and more new trading pairs and new futures. So yeah, we have a lot of new things that are coming and that we are already developed in Bitfunded. So be aware of these movements, because if you have a 100,000 USD funded account, or at least a funded account during a bull run, this should be something really massive for you. Okay, so guys, as you can see, the market sentiment is really bullish, especially for the mid and long term period. And as you can see, we are still buying a lot of different altcoins and a lot of Bitcoin, because in my opinion, the mid and long term period is still bullish. And right now, everything is managing to probably break out, and probably we're gonna start entering in that momentum when everything is gonna start going up. So hopefully, guys, during the next week, we're gonna have those profits. So let's see. Thank you very much for everyone to join into this live stream. And something really, really important today, guys, today is the last day of the Dubai Trading Experience giveaway. So if you want to participate, you just need to purchase one trading challenge, and you could earn a spot to come to Dubai and visit us with the Crypto Banter Team, and just have fun in Dubai and start learning a lot of trading directly from the Crypto Banter Team. So imagine that. Today is the last day to participate. Tomorrow, they're going to announce the 5 winners in Sheldon's The Sniper Show in Crypto Banter. So, guys, participate and take care. Take a look of this, because this could be the last time you're going to look this video.
Imagine this. Trading in one of the most luxurious cities in the world, Dubai. The Dubai Trading Experience. This 2025 Bitfunded, in collaboration with Crypto Banter, brings you the opportunity of a lifetime, a giveaway for an all-expenses-paid trip to Dubai. exclusively for 5 traders. This is your chance to win a VIP trading experience like never before. Trade at the Bitfunded headquarters. Learn from the stars of Crypto Banter. Immerse yourself in the luxury of Dubai. The question is, will you be one of the 5 winners? 5 traders, 5 days. Dubai is calling. Visit CryptoBanterXBitfunded.com to join today.
Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for being here. See you next week. Bye-bye.